is that, it gives you focus, so it helps you orient, because there's always so much stuff you can do. And then the question is, but, you only have limited time.
So I can feel that you are really into TOC. So what makes it so amazing to you?
I think so. One thing for me, and maybe also for other people, but I can only speak for myself, is that, it gives you focus, so it helps you orient, because there's always so much stuff you can do. And then the question is, but, we only have limited time. So what are we going to do? Normally, most people, they have like tons of stuff on their desk, and it's like, okay, what's next? So that really helps. And it also means that it kind of helps you get back to focus. So it really, one of the big problems you often have is that there's so many distractions now that it's easy to get lost again. So you start with something good, and then you're off to something else happens, and then you're off to on a tangent again. And that's actually not very different from some of the very famous coaches. There's one guy called Timothy Galway who talks about it. And also in meditation, it's like, can you get back to that focus again? And that gives a lot of purpose, a lot of equanimity or calm, so you can actually get the stuff done. Relationships get better, and the whole is starting to form a different way, or in a self-organizing way. Things are starting to move in a different way. And my business partner was also saying it's also amazing how simple it is. So you don't need much for it, because you say we have this whole complicated framework. You have like 3 years of training in this, often with relatively small things, and which we also know, I guess, from normal life. We've solved a lot of these things this way, but often we're just not so aware of it. It's like, I've kind of done something similar to this, but I've never seen it that way or that clearly. And when you get more of that aha effect, it's like, oh yes, this kind of totally makes sense. And I think there was this, when I was at a consultancy in Switzerland called Malik Management, which is more in the systems field. They were also referring to Justus von Liebig, this like minimum principle. Now they say it doesn't really help, to water a plant all the time, because if it needs something else, more water is not going to help. And yes, I worked in a very large German company where we were financial salespeople, and often when revenue wasn't up enough, they always thought that because we were salespeople that more sales training would help, and it felt a little bit like overwatering the plant. It's like, really, I mean, we've had enough training. It's not this. It's probably something else. Stop watering.
Yes.
Drowning here. So and I guess that's also, with a lot of people, it's like, thank you so much for doing all this, but can we do something else? Because this is obviously not the constraint. This is not what we need right now. So, and I guess that's also why people are grateful when they find something. So, wow, this really helps. And it also, I don't get pushed, and I know this is not going to amount to much, but some smart person somewhere thought that this might be a good idea, but we've already tried it. But it's nice to also see that TOC really uses also the approach of the Blue Dolphins, really uses the approach of the people in the system, people who work, say, we're going to take you very seriously. You're going to tell us what you need and also what you totally don't need. Is that this we don't want, and this is not going to work. So you can actually make it work, and you work with the people, not to say we are the smart consultants, we fly in, we have the solution, you just have to do it. Like, no, it's not like that. We really do it together, and actually you are going to do it, and we're going to support you. And if you don't want to do it, then we're not doing it, because at the end it's you who need to do it. And if that's not your constraint at the moment, then we have to find something else. But it's really doing it with the people, and I really, really respect that a lot.
I really love the plant analogy. That's really helpful to understand what you should be doing.
Maybe one example. Maybe one example. When I was an intern in German Parliament, and I was quite young. It was just after my studies, and there was the administrative pool, with all the very experienced secretaries. And I still remember one secretary had this like little sign, and it said, "Please don't help. It's already difficult enough." And that's, I think that thing is like, that's not my problem. If you help me with my problem, I might be willing, to listen. But if you just come with stuff I haven't asked for, and I really don't think it's my problem, Yeah, please. And it's easy to do with people who are lower in the hierarchy, you know, because they have to. So yeah, that's one of the lessons I learned, and that took me a while to find out. No, it's really about how can you support people. It's not about saying, oh, yeah, I am a higher pay grade, or I have more degrees, or I have more certifications. No, I have PSM 3 or 2. I don't know how many there are. But yeah, really doing it with people.
Thank you so much, Vincent. At the end, let's listen to Wolfram Müller, the founder of the BlueDolphin network, how he describes his network.
Okay, what is BlueDolphin? I think BlueDolphin is the first and the really first worldwide community of people who want to do self-organized changes based on theory of constraint. Okay, and what is this? In the end, a theory of constraints is all about getting more output in a very short time without adding pressure to the people and additional resources. That's theory of constraints. And the self-organization part is coming to this point, even in huge organization, in a very, very fast way. And our aim as Dolphins is, of course, to share this knowledge and make it available to as many organizations as possible around the world. So our service is being a community, exchanging ideas, exchanging experience, and make this happen. There are friends of BlueDolphin, that's the smallest version. There you get invitations to our gatherings, you get a newsletter, you get coffee breaks, small information bites. And of course, you get all the support you need to get it started. And there's, of course, a paid membership. And if you are a paid member, then you get additionally service. You get access to the whole community, to the whole network of dolphins with all their experience and knowledge how to do it. There will be question and answer sessions. There will be coffee breaks, even more and better ones. There will be knowledge updates if someone learned something. And you get access to our whole body of knowledge. That's something around 2 gigabytes of data. It's books, it's PDFs, articles, it's small videos and useful links, and even Excel tools to get started right away. So you have access to the whole body of knowledge of the whole BlueDolphin network, and that's very valuable, by the way. And the third part, of course, and the third service is, if you want to really get started, sometimes you need to convince your boss, and we are helping in this. And sometimes it's a little better to have some guidance, some coaching through the BlueDolphin process to really get your success as fast as possible. And of course, we as BlueDolphin, we offer help in this. So we are a community from the beginning to the end, just to make you successful and your company. If you want to join, it's very easy. Just open browser, type in https://blue-dolphin.world, and there's a contact formula. Just get in contact, and you are welcome to swim with us in the ocean as a blue dolphin.